Hello, it's Emily with Home Sweet Pilates back again for another reformer workout. Today you will not need any extra props. You will just need yourself, your reformer, and your box. So whenever you're ready, let's get started. We're going to begin on 3 springs for footwork here. So if you are on a balanced body, please do a red, red, blue. Otherwise, do 2 mediums and a light spring. We will go ahead and lie ourselves down. Let me fix my bar here in the upright position. Let's lie ourselves down all the way. You can have your headrest up for now if you would like to. Just be sure to put it down before we do bridging, okay? So we're going to start with our heels on, hip distance apart. One thing that we're going to do for footwork today, instead of just kind of like cruising through it, we're going to slow it down and take it a little bit more intentionally. So we're going to do less reps, but we're going to move a little bit slower, okay? So your hands are down by your side. Your entire spine is on that mat. Once again, feet are hip distance apart, heels are on. Let's go ahead and press the carriage out and take the time to really squeeze into those thighs, really straighten those legs, and then bring it back in. So we press it out and we bring it back in. Press it out, squeeze, and bring it back in. One more here, press it out and bring it in. Now moving on to our toes here. Typically, I will cue you to have your toes in like high heels, right? Today, we're not doing that. We have our toes on, but your heels are kind of dropped here, okay? So you're gonna press the carriage out. You'll see I'm not really in that high heel position, right? I'm in a low heel here. And then you're gonna bring it all the way back in. So you will feel this in your Achilles as you bring that carriage back in. Press it out. Just a nice little stretch here. Press this one out. Now let's go into that high heel as we are pressed out. Keep those legs straight. Flex those heels all the way under the bar. Feel that stretch all up the back of your leg. Back up to high heel. Stretch it back under. Back up. Stretch it under. Back up. Stretch it under, bring it back into that neutral position, and then bend the knees to bring it all the way in. Let's go wide on the bar here, heels on, press the carriage out, squeeze into those thighs, and bring it back in. Press it out, bring it in. 2 more here. Press it out, bring it in, just getting that brain and body connection going. Press it out. I think I did 1 extra, but that's okay. And bring it back in. Now, bring your legs back to the center of the bar here, hip distance apart. We're going to press into those forearms. We're going to move right into bridging, okay? Pretend you have a marble that's on your pubic bone. We're going to tilt that pelvis towards our head to roll it into our belly button. Press through your heels, press through the forearms, lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Tilt the pelvis once again to roll it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're on pretty heavy springs, so your carriage should not move, but the goal is to not have it move at all, okay? Once again, tilt that pelvis, articulate up, and articulate down. Warming up that spine here. 2 more. Roll it down. Make sure those hips don't get wonky. Keep them square towards the ceiling. Roll it up here. Hold it. Press through those feet. Press the carriage out. Now, as you bend the knees to bring the carriage back in, lift the hips higher towards the ceiling. You'll feel it in the backs of those thighs. Press it out. Lift the hips up as you bring it in. 2 more. Press the carriage out. Lift the hips. Last one here. Lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it, lift it. Bring it all the way in and roll it down. Now we are gonna switch our springs, but I want to do it in a more fun, classical, transitional way. So we're gonna bring our legs into tabletop here. Arms are up towards the ceiling. If you need to scoot yourself a little bit back towards your shoulder block slightly, we're gonna teaser up, okay? So do what you need to do to get some space here. We're gonna go ahead and lift the head, neck, and shoulders, teaser on up, balance on that tailbone, hold it for just a second. Do not drop your legs. Grab onto that foot bar, rotate yourself to the side, keep the legs up and teaser. Take off one of your springs, so you're gonna be either on a red-blue or a red-red here, either a medium and a light or a medium and a medium. Rotate yourself back towards that foot bar. You're still in teaser. Roll that upper body down. Woo-wee. That's fun, huh? All right. Grabbing onto those long loops here. Legs come back into tabletop. We're going to go into 100 preps. So take an inhale here. On your exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Bring your arms down to frame your hips. Hold it here for just a second. Keep the legs where they are. Drop the upper body back down to that starting position. Do it again. Lift it up. Hold it here. Keep the head lifted. Keep the legs where they are. Bend into those elbows and press. Bend the elbows and press. Bend and press. 2 more. Bend, press, bend, press. Lower the head back down. We're going to go straight into coordination. So keeping in that tabletop here, keep your head down for right now, but bring those arms straight down by your sides and then bend once again 90 degrees at the elbows. But right now my upper arm is resting on the carriage. I'm going to take an inhale. As I exhale, I'm going to lift my head, neck, and shoulders, press my arms straight, press my legs straight, hold it. Just hold it. Now open your legs wide, close, open, close. 3 more. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Bend everything in. Oh my gosh, my foot started cramping. Oh my gosh. All right. Now we're going to do it again. So arms come down, head stays down for right now. Bend the elbows 90 degrees. This time we're going to open the arms wide, okay? So exhale, press everything forward. Legs stay where they are. Open the arms to a T. Close. Open. Close. 3 more. 3. Last 2. The last 1. And lower it down. Final set here. Bending those elbows once again, 90 degrees. Now we're going to do a starfish. So we press, open the arms and legs, close, open, close. 3 more. 3. Really open those arms and legs all the way. 1 more. Hold it, hold it, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Okay. We are done with that core series. Bringing those straps to come over your feet. Long loops are on the feet here. Little foot and strap series. You're still on those 2 springs. You're either on a medium light or a medium medium, okay? Hands are down by your sides. Let's bring our heels together, a slight turnout in a Pilates V. I have my entire spine on this mat right now, so your tailbone does not lift off, okay? We're gonna lower those legs forward, but don't allow the back to arch or the belly to pooch. Remember, that entire spine is staying on the mat. Lift it back up, only until the tailbone does not lift. Lower down, lift it up, lower down. Keep those heels really pressed together. 2 more. Last one. Bring those legs back up to your neutral position. Let's open our legs the width of the reformer. We're not going super wide here. I want you to stay the width of your reformer, okay? So it's a little bit wider than your hips. Press the legs forward, circle them together, lift them up. We go out, lower, together, lift. Out, lower, together, lift. One more, then we're gonna reverse it. Keep those legs straight. Now reverse. We lower together, we open, we lift, we bring together. We lower, open, lift, together. I'm touching my heels together, staying in that V here. One more. Bring those legs back to a V. Now keep those heels glued. Bend your knees in towards your chest. Press them out to 45 degrees. Bend them in. Press them out. Bend them in. Exhale as you press. Inhale as you bend. Exhale, press. One more. Beautifully done. Take off the left loop. Keep the right loop on here. You can hang up the left strap there. All right, now we have one foot in this strap, and it's kind of heavy, right? It's a little bit heavy here. If you need to drop down a spring, please feel free to do so. Take your left leg to come up to meet the right. It's already doing so much work just holding this strap, right? We're gonna lower that left leg straight down and lift it up. Just lower it down and lift. This right leg is working so hard to stay stable. Remember, don't let that tailbone lift. One more. Now, open that left leg out towards the left wall. Don't let the right hip lift. Keep it down. Hips are square to the ceiling. We exhale as we lift the leg up. If you feel your hips or your shoulders wanting to lift, please do not drop your leg as much. Drop it less. Keep your ribs knit in. Ooh, one more. Now let's do a single leg short spine massage. So we're gonna do a little inversion here. Make sure that headrest is down, okay? Drop your right leg out to 45 degrees. Left leg comes straight towards the ceiling, drops down to cross on top of the right. Hands are down by your side. Allow the tension of the springs to bring your feet up and over your head as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Gently, carefully bring the carriage all the way in. You're not going on your neck here, okay? You're on your upper back. Keeping the right leg where it is, bend the left knee down towards the left shoulder block. Straighten the left leg straight up towards the ceiling. Now lower, roll your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. Put some tension back into that right foot to lower all the way down. As you drop the right leg forward, bend the left knee in towards your chest. I know that's a lot of stuff to do, right? We're gonna do it one more time. Straighten the left leg towards the ceiling. Drop it down to cross it over the right foot on top of the strap. Allow the tension of the springs to bring your feet up and over your head as you lift your hips towards the ceiling. Gently, carefully, and controlled, bring the carriage in. Can you lift those hips even higher? Keep the right foot where it's at. Bend the left knee in towards the left shoulder block. Straighten the leg towards the ceiling. Roll your spine down. Keep the tension in that strap. Keep it in the strap. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it. Lower the right leg forward. Bend the left knee in. And you have done single leg short spine massage. Go ahead and take the right strap off. Hang it up. Grab the left strap. Place it on the left foot. We're doing that entire thing on the left side now. So left leg is nice and secure, right? We're not lifting in the tailbone. And I'm not flexing my foot either. If anything, I'm pointing it, okay? Right leg comes up to meet the left. This side is a lot harder for me. Lower the right leg down, lift it up. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. One more, lower, lift. Drop that right leg to the side. Exhale as you lift it back up. Right leg opens and it closes. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Especially if you're on a heavier spring, this is really hard. Do not be afraid to drop your spring tension, okay? Going into that short spine massage, drop that left leg down, straighten the right leg towards the ceiling. My leg is shaking. I don't know if you can see it. Drop the right leg to meet the left. Allow the springs to carry your legs up and over, slow and controlled. Lift your hips as you bring the carriage in. Point those feet. Keep the left leg where it's at. Bend the right knee in. Straighten it up towards the ceiling. You got a little V you're making here, right? Roll that spine down. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Bend the right knee in. Straighten the left leg forward. One more. Straighten the right leg. Cross it over the left. Lift up and over, slow and controlled. Do not bang that carriage. Left leg stays, right knee bends. Right leg straightens, make a V. Roll it down, roll it, roll it, roll it. Bend the right knee in, straighten the left leg forward. Well done. Let's hang up that strap. Do not slam your carriage. We will sit ourselves up here, switching onto one medium spring, okay? So if you're on a balanced body, that's a red. We are going to sit ourselves nice and upright. We're gonna do some rowing front. So, classical way to do this, sitting super upright here. Legs are straight in front of you. Toes are pointed like so, okay? I practiced this earlier and my hip flexors are already like pretty done for. So if you're like me and your hip flexors feel really tight sitting like that, crisscross your legs. Totally fine to do that, okay? I might switch it up and go back to having my legs straight in the middle of it. I don't know, we'll see. But for now, I'm just crisscrossing, okay? We're gonna start with our our elbows bent 90 degrees. Palms are facing down. We're starting with upright, okay? Sitting nice and tall. So let's bring our arms forward to shoulder height. Rotate your palms to the outer walls. Lower them down to the carriage. Lift them up overhead. Tee them out to the side. Palms are now facing front. And then we bring them back to that starting position, palms facing down. All right, let's do it again. Press. Lower. Lift. Circle. Starting position. If you want to add a yellow spring on, please feel free to do so. Press. Lower. Lift. Shoulders are down out of your ears. Circle. Back to that starting position. Now let's add the rounding forward, okay? So arms stay where they are, but now palms are gonna face up. You're gonna reach forward as you scoop and round, making a C with that belly, right? So it's almost like I'm pulling you from your hands, but then I'm pulling you backwards from your belly, okay? Keep your arms out where they are, facing up. Stack your spine up tall. Do not drop your hands at all. Now rotate the palms outward. Bring them down to the carriage. Bring them up overhead. Circle them around. Back to the starting position, palms facing up this time. So if your legs are straight, this is what it's gonna look like. Reach and round, 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 round. Really reach. Keep your arms at the same height. Stack the spine back up. Rotate the palms outward. Thumbs down to the carriage. Arms come up overhead. Circle around, back to the starting position. We got one more to go. Scoop and round. Stack it up, stack it up, stack it up. Thumbs go down. Press it up overhead. And bring it in. Beautifully done. Now let's hang up those straps and we're gonna add 2 springs. We're gonna add a blue and a blue. So we have a red, blue, blue, or a medium, light, light. Okay, we're going into stomach massage. So if you have a no slip thing, you might want to grab it. I usually need it when I do this just because my carriage is a little bit slick, but yours might not be. Yours might be totally fine. And then let's drop our bar down 1 level here. So stomach massage. Let's bring our toes onto the bar here in that Pilates V. So I'm kissing my heels together here. I'm scooping and rounding. So I'm making that C curve once again. My arms are on the outsides of my legs and I'm grabbing onto the edge of the carriage here, okay? So I'm trying to like lift upwards while making that C curve, okay? Using your lower abdominals, exhale and press the carriage out all the way, keeping those heels glued. Now, flex those heels under the bar. Lift the heels back up. Bend the knees to bring the carriage back in. Exhale, press the carriage out. Heels go under. Heels come up. Bend the knees in. So this movement is coming from the lower abdominals, okay? I know your legs are doing some work, yes, but the majority of it is being led from those abdominals, okay? We got one more. Can you lift even more in that chest, even though you're rounded and feel really weird, right? And bring it in. Now, hands come to the shoulder blocks behind you. Chest is nice and tall. Legs stay exactly how they are. If you're like me and you have hyperextended elbows, put a slight bend in those elbows. Press the carriage out. Flex the heels under once again. Lift the heels up. Bend the knees in. Press using those abdominals. Flex the heels under. Lift it up. And bring it in. Press. Flex. Lift. And in. One more. And bring it in. Let's take one blue spring off here so you're just on a medium and a light. Now, feet are in the same position. Bring those arms, palms to face one another, overhead at a slight diagonal, okay? So you have a slight curve once again here in your pelvis. We're going to just press it out, no hands now. Don't worry about flexing the heels under. Just press it out and bring it in. But don't let those shoulders creep up into your ears. And I want you to press and extend until those legs are fully straight. I want you to feel this in your entire body. One more. Now, come in, sit up nice and tall, hands come to shoulder height. As you press out, open the right arm to the right side, bring it back to center. Press and open, bring it back in. Press and open, bring it back in. Something here that I tend to do also is we tend to lean as we open, right? Try to stay nice and upright. Last side here. Hands come back to the edge of that carriage. Right foot stays on, left leg straightens underneath the foot bar. This is an option. If you want to stay in those single open, please do so. Otherwise, create that C curve once again. Press out with the single leg and bring it back in. That left leg is hovering. It's not resting on the platform. You've got one more. And left foot comes to the bar, right foot comes under the bar. Press it out and bring it in. Press it out. Bring it in. Ooh, two more. Press it out. Bring it in. Press it out. Bring it in and lower. That is like a sneaky move that makes you quiver a lot and you don't even realize it. If you have the no slip thing, go ahead and take it off. We're going to stay on our same springs here, red and blue, but lift your bar back up to that footwork position. Standing up onto the reformer, facing the foot bar here, going straight into arabesque. Right foot comes halfway up the shoulder block, the right shoulder block. I'm straight and extended in my upper body, so my hip is over my foot here. I'm going to open my left leg, bring my left leg straight behind me at a diagonal, but open my left hip to the left wall while keeping my shoulders nice and square. We're in arabesque here, okay? So keep that upper body extended. Keep that hip over the foot when you're in this position, okay? Point that left leg that's extended out. Press through the right foot to lower the foot to press the carriage out. Lower the left foot to meet the right heel. And now lift through those lower abdominals to bring the carriage back in, keeping that hip over the foot. Lower it down. Exhale as you lift. Keep that upper body extended. Keep your upper body square. Holy moly. We got one more. Your right leg should be on fire. Lower and lift. Now, rotate yourself to be square to the foot bar. You're going to bend your left knee towards your chest as you press the carriage out with your right leg. As you bend your right leg to bring the carriage in, extend the left leg out. We're doing single leg elephant here. So your upper body is still extended. Left knee comes in, right leg goes out. Right knee comes in, left leg goes out. Let's do it a little bit quicker. We go in, out, in, out. Don't let those shoulders creep into your ears. Exhale as the knee comes in. Exhale as the knee comes in. One more. Exhale and lower that left foot down. Now that right leg is going to go straight up and back for arabesque. Right hip is open. I'm extending in that upper body, so my left hip is over my left foot here. Shoulders are square. Press into that left leg. Lower the carriage down, out as you lower your right foot down. Lift it up. You'll see my hip is staying over that foot. What's not happening when I bring the carriage in is I'm not shifting forward in my shoulders, right? I'm not riding the springs. I'm fighting the springs to allow my hips to stay over my foot. Keep that point in the right foot. Last one. Bring it all the way in, all the way in. That last little inch makes a difference, okay? Rotate to square your hips up towards the foot bar. Bend the right knee in as you extend the left leg out. Bend the left knee in as you extend the right leg out. We go in and out, in and out. You got 3. Last 2. Last one. Place the right foot down also. Extend your upper body back once again. Bend into those knees, going into jackrabbit or knees off, okay? So upper body is fully extended here. I'm pressing my chest towards the carriage. I'm going to press my legs out, bend them in. Press them out, bend them in. It's like little hinges at the hip here. You've got 3, 2, last one. And lower, down. Beautifully done. Let's place all the springs on, lower our bar down, and grab our box for a little short box series. Whew. We are in the home stretch. Grab your box, place it short box, so long ways up against the shoulder blocks here. Going straight into side or short box mermaids or side overs, right? So sit and face me just so you can see what you're doing. This is my left foot or left leg, so that's the leg I have in the strap. It's my outer leg here. I'm gonna flex my foot into the strap. Make sure it's all the way around your foot and over your ankle, okay? To get ourselves into position here, let's lean over and place our inside hand on the shoulder block and then adjust your hips so that they're nice and in line. So I don't have one that's in front of the other, right? I'm nice and square to the front of the room here. Now, you can have your opposite foot tucked underneath your top leg. You can have it just kind of resting in front. It's fine. But this bottom leg is bent, okay? Are we ready? Hands come up overhead. Elbows are in your peripherals. We're just going to lean over and lift from that top oblique. Lean over and lift. Lean over and lift. 3 more. 3. Last 2. Whew. Last 1. And rest that bottom hand. Now we're going to add a rotation. So hands back behind your head. Lean over. Rotate towards the floor. Hands come to a T. Hands come to your chest as you come back to center. Rotate to the ceiling. hands to a T, hands to your chest, and lift. You got that? Let's do the whole thing through one more time. Hands behind your head, lean up and over, rotate to the ground, hands to a T, hands to chest, center, T upward, center, and up. My top oblique is dying. It's okay, we got one more little set here. We're gonna go over, rotate towards the ceiling, and do little crunches up, okay? If this bothers your back at all, doing this kind of twisty stuff, please know you can always place one hand here on the headrest and just stay here, okay? Have a much smaller lever. That's totally fine. You'll still feel it in this top oblique, okay? So, hands behind your head. We go up and over. Rotate towards that ceiling, crunch up, up. Oh my gosh, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center and lift. Wow, that was something. All right, coming straight forward, facing the springs here. Keep that left foot or whatever your outside leg was, keep it in the strap. We're gonna climb a tree. Get a little extension work in, okay? Hands are underneath the knee of the leg that is not in the strap. So for me, it's my right leg, so I'm just gonna say it like that, okay? Hands are underneath my right leg. Point my toe, straighten that leg, bend, straighten, bend. Make sure you're up kind of towards like the front to middle part of your box, just so you have space behind you, okay? Keep that left or right leg straightened. Climb up to grab your ankle or your calf. Just don't grab your knee, okay? Shoulders are down and back. C curve in that spine. Flex into your foot that's in the strap to hold it secure. Lower down to bring that leg to a 90-degree. Option, climb down your leg, grab onto your thigh. Drop your head back. Option, release your hands, bring them overhead, straighten that right leg towards the ceiling. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders, grab onto that thigh, climb back up that leg, and lower it down. We're just doing one on each side. Just one, just to get a little extension here. Switch the foot that's in the strap now. Now I have my left knee nice and bent. It might take you a second to like adjust yourself. That's fine. Find your comfort, okay? Find where you're comfy. Let's point that left toe, bend and extend. Last one, climb up to that ankle, rock it back. You're flexing into that foot that's in the strap. Rock it back to 90 degrees. Shoulders are out of your ears. Climb down your leg, grab onto that thigh. Option, drop your head back. Option, bring your arms overhead. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. Grab back onto that thigh. Climb back up that leg and rock it forward. Now we're already in the strap for the other side. So let's rotate to face the other direction. Bring your leg that's in the strap slightly forward. Having that slightly forward diagonal will help your alignment. Now, drop your inside hand onto that headrest to adjust your hips to make them nice and square here. Ready for it? We know what's coming, right? Hands behind your head. Drop it and lift it. We go over and up. Shoulders are down out of the ears. Chest stays square. Don't let your top elbow drop inward. Keep it open. 2 more. Last one. And hold on to that headrest. We're doing that rotation now. So hands behind your head. Drop it down. Rotate towards the ground. Hands to a T. Back to center. Hands to chest. Ceiling. T. Center. Lift. One more. Hands behind your head. Drop it down. Rotate. T. Center chest. Ceiling. T. Center chest. Lift. Woo, okay, we have that towards the ceiling little pulse action. Remember, if that does not feel good on you, please just stay side to side and just do little pulses here, okay? I'm totally fine with that. But if you want to do the full expression, let's do it. We go over ceiling and we go up. 2, 3, 2 more, 4, 5, and bring it in. Well done. Last little series here. Okay, take your box off. We'll go on to bring our headrest up. And we're just gonna stretch it out with a little feel-good mermaid. So, Z sit with your feet inside leg, shins are up against the shoulder blocks. Outside hand is on the foot bar. Inside hand is palm face up. Keep this back hip down, press the carriage out, keep the bottom shoulder out of your ear. Lean up and over. This feels really good after doing that series, right? Rotate towards the springs. If you want to add another spring, if you want to add a yellow on, if this feels a little too heavy, it's okay. Keep your arms straight. Swan yourself up. Press it back out. Rotate back towards the front. Bring the carriage in. Inside hand goes down and counter stretch. Onto the other side. Please let me know what your favorite exercise was of this workout. I'm trying to think what mine was. Honestly, I kind of liked stomach massage. I haven't done that in a while. Let's rotate. Rotate towards the springs. Sorry, my neighbor is here. Rotate towards the springs. Swan yourself up. Thank you. Swan yourself up. Press it back out. Rotate back towards the front. Bring the carriage in. I lifted my hip really bad on that one. Do as I say, not as I do. Counter stretch here. If you have not subscribed already, please be sure to do so. Leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought or what you would love to see next time. And I hope you have a good one. Thanks for joining me. Bye.